Good afternoon. My name is Elijah Say, and I'll be describing the process that I will use to develop my skill of meditation, particularly strengthening the quality. I do have prior experience with meditation, and I have learned the basics. However, I would like to build on quality so that I may receive the desired effects of the practice. To do this, I will focus on Zen meditation. I want to strengthen this skill so that I can improve my mindfulness and focus. I would also like to use this opportunity as a way to form a structured journey for spiritual growth. My begin date will be July 22nd of 2021, and my end date will be July 22nd of 2022. For this, I have identified the self-efficacy theory of motivation developed by Albert Bandura to help me out with this learning process. This strategy is appropriate for this learning process because it will make me responsible for my progress, and it will create a sense of intrinsic motivation to meet my goals. Not only will this way of thinking force me to be responsible, but it will also help me to retain my goal, and it will help me keep my goal in mind. My goal being to increase the quality of my meditation. In addition, I have identified 3 learning strategies from the book titled How Learning Works. The first strategy is connect the material to the student's interest from chapter 3, page 83. The second is identify an appropriate level of challenge from chapter 3, page 85. And the third is discuss conditions of applicability from chapter 4, page 117. The first strategy, which again is connect the material to students' interests, will give me a bit of incentive to complete the goal because it will help me to identify the relevance that the goal has in my life. Again, with my interest being to increase the quality, I should be able to identify the outcomes of that, which will in turn benefit my learning process. The second strategy, identify an appropriate level of challenge, will help to keep things simple enough for me to learn so that I don't put too much focus and stress on trying to master the style of meditation rather than focusing on the gains. The form of meditation that I will choose again will be Zen meditation, which is a form of meditation that people who are in the intermediate level of meditation use. All it calls for is just sitting in a quiet room, focusing on your thoughts and your breathing, and centering your thoughts with your spirit. And finally, the third strategy, discuss conditions of applicability, will help me to find places in which I can apply the rewards, that being tranquility, slowness to anger, calmness, peace of mind, throughout my life. So again, I will begin working on this skill starting on July 22nd of 2021. My goal is to practice every morning when I wake up and every night before I go to bed. The goal is to meditate for at least 5 minutes and eventually to increase by a few minutes here and there as I continue to build my progress. That's to say, not to increase and focus too much on the time because I don't want to take away from the quality. Again, the goal is to increase the quality. So to keep track of my progress, I'll keep a journal to log how many times I lose focus with each session. And with that information, I will be able to identify variables in the environment and otherwise that affect my meditation practices. Based on this, I'll alter my practice until I see a consistent decline in the loss of focus, and I will also see a rise in the effects that I apply to my everyday life, such as, again, the tranquility, the slowness to anger, peace of mind, calmness. My milestones will mostly be marked by my focus in everyday situations, such as driving, working, mindfulness, and eating and studying. They will also show in my increase in amount of time I spend meditating to an extent, again, not focusing on the time, more so the quality. I'll know that I am complete when I'm able to get through lectures, studying sessions, work, etc. without glancing at my phone, talking, stopping my work to do something else, and by being able to focus solely on other tasks without losing concentration. I will also notice a gain in the effects such as tranquility, clear mind, and calmer spirit, which are things that other people may notice as well. I will look to my parents, my best friends, my bosses for feedback, and I'll make sure that I construct weekly consultations with each of them so that they can assess me in all aspects of my life. And finally, to address the class, I have learned so much and I've gained so much. Particularly, I've gained a new focus, a new sense of focus, that is. I've gained a new understanding of how to make learning easier for myself and for others. I've been equipped with the tools that I can use to benefit me in places outside of school. And I was challenged by a professor who showed general and genuine interest in my success. And the demands and the rigor of the coursework and the professor opened my eyes to a new and better way of effective work. I will always be appreciative of that. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.